It is December 2021. It is a beautiful day out because winter in a desert is like fall everywhere else. The birds are chirping, the cicadas are screaming with all their might, everybody's putting up their Christmas lights in happy preparation. But I don't care about any of that because I was sitting on the floor next to my desk inside cutting cardboard. Basically, my sister came into the kitchen to bake cookies, and I said, "If you make cookies, I'll make you a robot arm." That's it. That's what led to one of the biggest wastes of time in my life, and now I'm going to tell you about it. So I started off with this box, and then I cut out this, and I had to kind of call on the enemy here. I had to use duct tape, hate that stuff, to hold on this, but I made this in like 2 hours, so whatever. And yes, it is just two like circle, rectangle, oval things on top of each other. And then I added this little claw, which kind of goes into there, yeah, and you'll see why later. Then I came around to here, the bucket of screws that I go to when I go outside and find screws. I don't know how I haven't gotten tetanus yet, because there's definitely rust somewhere in my bloodstream, but that doesn't matter, because I grabbed some screws and I used it to hold this all together, and it's going to end up looking like this. Look at that amazing transition. But I've been sitting here talking about how I made a robot arm this entire time, but like, how do you make a robot arm when you're using nothing except garbage and you don't know how to code? Most people say you don't, but I say pull out some strings here. Yeah, reduce, reuse, recycle. So you pull on the strings. Oh yeah, big secret, the strings are what makes the robot arm move. So that's gotta be the end of the video, right? Wrong. You think I'd refer to 2 hours as one of the biggest wastes of time in my life? 2 hours is nothing. 2 hours is what I spend every day playing Tetris. My high score is 430,000. Don't test me. I made a second one. That's not the end. See, this says, oh, wrong side. See, Natalie's robot arm Mark 1. Natalie is my sister, if you couldn't tell. This is it. This is Mark 2. This is what I spent so many science classes working on instead of paying attention. Friggin' amputations, skin grafts, it all went into this dumb little hand. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Look, I had to glue this little sliver back on. It is not focusing. I had to glue this little sliver back on. I don't even know how I did that, man. I don't. Each of these strings works toward the adduction or adduction of a finger. I don't know what those terms mean because I just Googled them, but I don't know, finger move when pull string. I spend so much time on this, and I never finished it. I just chucked it in a box under my desk for like 8 months, and then I found it like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, this is Mark 2. This is the beautiful hand. And now I'm gonna fix it. I am going to fix it. So, first problem with fixing this is that I kind of ran out of the string that I used for this, and I'm not gonna go get more. So, I'm just using these cardboard tendons I cut out. I don't know, this isn't my area. That's probably the closest thing to what they are. And, I'm gonna rubber band the fingers so that they're constantly getting pulled back, and so when you pull on the string, it just down. And that's the plan for now, and we'll see how that goes and how much I have to change it. Okay, so unexpected result. When I pull back on the tendon, the wrist also moves back, which I think is just kind of gonna happen no matter what. So that's a design choice now. All right, so I replaced the rubber band thingies, so now it automatically resets. I can't show with one hand, and I don't have a camera stand or anything. The problem though is that when I pull back on this, you remember how it like pulls on this wrist? Well, it pulls on the wrist a little too much, and then the tendon starts leaving the arm's body, which isn't good. So I'm gonna have to fix that. So we have another problem. I don't really remember what I was gonna do to like attach this to anything. So I made this extremely amazing handle, and it's gonna be one of those grabby things you see at Target, basically. I also added a bracket over here so that when you pull on it, it doesn't tear itself apart. But the pinky did tear itself apart. And also, since I added this bracket, the thumb is not the thumb is just gonna not work. It's just gonna sit there. Who needs thumbs? It's not like we evolved for millions of years just to have opposable thumbs or anything. Nah. And there it is. Yay, finished final product. Wow, the lighting's awful. And now it's worse, if anything. So, you know, months, years, millennia out of my life taken, and we got 3 out of 5 fingers working. I'm not fixing the pinky. It's taken enough time out of my life, and I'm not making the thumb usable, because who needs those? So, I don't really know what else there is to do except test this thing. And test the arm playing some video games. It's actually got a pretty good level of precision here, if I do say so myself. Yeah. To test it, I've got 3 items here to use. I've got the scissors, I've got the marker, and I've got the stapler. Now you might be wondering what I'm going to use these for. Well, let's see what we can do. I have picked up scissors using this hand before. I dare say I'm even good at it. I just like kind of drag it to the edge of the table, and then I like scoop up underneath it using the pointer finger. Yep. And now I've got the scissors. So then I need to open them. This isn't cheating. This isn't cheating. This isn't cheating. That's not cheating. That's not cheating. That's not cheating at all. Alright. You got this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then I go up from under it. And I pick up the scissors, and then I grab the piece of paper and move it forward, up on top of my, yeah, like that, into the abyss. I hook the scissors onto there, and then I slam. Oh, I cut the piece of paper. Oh, I got it. Wait. Oh, I did it. Wait. Oh, yeah. That is a nicely cut piece of paper right there. That is cut beautifully. Second test, we got the marker. I have actually no idea how I'm going to do that. And I know that I won't be able to take the cap off with the robot arm, so... advantage, I just drew myself. Let's go. Okay, so, like... Ooh. Loophole? Is that a loophole? If I just, like, squeeze it between the 2 fingers like that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, bam. I can kind of write with that. If I write, like, oh. Okay. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you need to say. Sometimes that's it. That's all you need. All right, we got the... We're just gonna like slide the piece of paper in there. Huh, that's why we evolved fingerprints. So that we could use our staplers effectively. It all makes sense now. It's not... Wait! There we go. No, get in there. Yes. And now... the final stroke. Victory is mine. It's been done. I have done it. I'd call that a successful test of the robot arm's usefulness in an office setting. 3 everyday objects used quite proficiently, if I do say so myself. It's absolutely perfect. There is nothing that I could do to make this thing better. So, I think it's time to finally give it to my sister. Knock knock. Merry Christmas.